Boom. There we go. Yeah, so, as we were saying.
Yeah, so, because the MOAs are gonna have different precepts depending on how you build them, people are gonna have, like, a list of MOAs, like, more MOAs than they have companions, probably. If you only have one copy of each Sentinel and, pet, you're gonna have a longer list of MOAs. Because you're gonna have different combinations for different scenarios. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Mm.
Like, if you're being honest with yourself, like, and you're like, okay, well, this is a good MOA for this set that I built, that I run. But then this other MOA I could build is going to be better for the other ones. And then this one's going to be better for the other ones. And so forth and so forth. Until you have more MOAs than you do anything else.
Yeah, instead of being a crazy cat lady, you become a crazy MOA lady.
I mean, I guess that's fine.
All we need is for the game to allow us to have, like, all of our pets just wandering around. Sure, it might cause the game to lag and eventually burn out, but still, that'd be nice.
Or, here's what I think you should be able to do. You should be able to have a MOA and a companion, like a cat or a dog. And then you should be able to have a Sentinel following all three of them.
Well, if you play Korra, you essentially get to do that. Let's see, 420, 430. Okay, so one thing I kind of... Okay, so I feel like I'm towards the end. I'm not 100% sure of the campaign. Or I'm either towards the end or I'm somewhere near the middle of the campaign right now.
Oh, by the way, new augments. What do you think of them?
Oh, let's bring them up. Let's see. The new augments are... Let's see.
Accumulating Whip Claw is kind of insane.
Is it?
Yeah, it doesn't tell you everything.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. It stacks infinitely, right?
No, it stacks up to 10 times, but it scales with power strength, I think.
Hold on. Let's bring him up. Let's see. Forums. There we go.
And the decay is like 2.5% every every second.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So...
Okay, Gara, mending splinters. So some people say that it's useless because Splinter Storm already like reduces incoming damage by a ton. I don't know.
And those people are dumb because damage reduction with healing is exponentially better.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking like being able to heal yourself is always a good thing. It also means that Gara suddenly can also be a range Warframe. Any Warframe that can heal themselves intrinsically by some means means that they can they are.
Oh, that's a good point. You could run actually no, because you'd have to run a decaying dragon key, and you'd have to not run any shield regen.
I don't follow. What do you mean?
Because it's actually really hard to damage Gara when she has her Splinter Storm up.
That's
because the damage reduction applies to the shields as well, and Rage does not apply to shields.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
So,
but still,
so
like,
if you have a Sentinel with Guardian that raises your shields up to maximum, or any form of assistance to shields, you are working against your Rage build.
Right.
But yes, you are correct. You could, on paper, make a Rage
but and also in practice, like I just feel like, it's just there. It's like with Oberon, you can heal yourself and you can also give yourself armor. Awesome. Like, and sure.
Yeah,
like,
but Oberon doesn't apply that damage reduction on his shields.
Yeah, I know. But like, it's the same logic, really. It's just Gara. In this case, is just doing it a little bit worse. Well, I guess a lot worse, but still. I don't know. I just don't think it's that big of a. I just don't think it's that big of a detriment.
It's not. It does mean you don't have to run Life Strike if you're running Gara with Mending Splinters.
Yep, and that is always a plus. Wait, where am I going here? Oh, okay, this way.
You can primarily use Gunplay Gara more easily with that. I would use Mending Splinters with Arcane Aegis.
That's no. I'm thinking of Arcane Guardian.
Arcane Aegis, when it procs, forces your Warframe to regenerate shields with an additional buff to the shield regen. So it force procs your shield regen, in addition to buffing it, for 20 seconds. So it's pretty lengthy. You can have shields regenerating the entire mission.
Holy crap, this helmet that I'm wearing right now, I just grabbed it from Zur, and like I was watching the Planet Destiny video, and people are like, the guy's like, yeah, so Zur's like getting real stale. I'm like, not to me, he ain't! So
Octavia's Conductor, really powerful, it's an Exilis mod.
Is it what?
Yes, it's an Exilis mod, because it only affects the mobility of her ability.
Whoa!
Yep, Conductor is Exilis.
That's huge! Because I was looking at that thinking, okay, I can see some use for it, but I wouldn't really like put it anywhere. But you're telling me it's an Exilis mod? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I would definitely put it somewhere now.
You have no reason not to run it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
just
you're gonna put any
mod slot.
You're not gonna put any other of the Exilis mods in. Like it's Octavia. You really don't need any other Exilis mod at this point.
Well, there you go. It's really strong because if you run it with a partition mallet, you have the Conductor pick up the mallet, and now you have a movable mallet that costs no energy to recast. Because when you use Conductor, it doesn't cost energy to command your roller.
Oh right, yeah.
It's completely free.
Sorry, when you said recast, I'm thinking, yeah, it does cost energy to recast your thingo. But no, you're talking about like just moving it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the roller.
Of course, like I don't by that logic, I'm not really all that fussed about that though. What? Oh.
Also,
sorry,
when you command it to go to one spot, huh?
I'm just saying I'm not really fussed about it because to me the AI for the 1 and the 2 is actually like really good. There's no like point where I'm like, oh my god, why isn't he going this way?
Here's another thing you can do. Here is another thing you can do. When you command the mallet to go somewhere, it stays in that spot. So if you command it to stay somewhere before picking up the mallet, and you have partition mallet, you essentially have 3 sources of enemy draw aggro.
Oh, is it you and the 2?
Yeah, the two 1s and the 1/2. Because
I see.
The thing also charms enemies.
Well, yeah, of course. It's probably the one.
But so do the mallets. So now.
It's probably the one time where like you can actually make good use of that 2 charm thing.
Yeah.
How often do you actually use that by yourself?
You don't.
Exactly. So I suppose in terms of design, that's
control choke points with the resonator. So this is an extremely powerful mod, considering what it lets you do. It lets you reposition your mallets for free, or it lets you not pick up the mallet and draw aggro with the resonator on demand, wherever you want it, for free. It's a really good mod. It's almost as good as, accumulating Whip Claw.
Yeah. I really need to
half a mil on a Whip Claw is kind of nuts.
I really need to test accumulating Whip Claw because I feel like there's no way it's that good. It just somehow it apparently is. Like that's
okay. So imagine Whip Claw, but with 350% damage.
I already imagined that because I have a Riven.
Well, now combine the 2.
Yeah. When you double dip like that, that sounds pretty insane.
And then combine it with the ensnare damage buff, and then combine it with strangle down damage buff. Everything's just gonna die. Also, enemies that are affected by ensnare and strangle domes, chain damage effect on Whip Claw applies to the augment. So if you have 3 enemies in the strangle dome, you hit one of them with Whip Claw, it counts as hitting 3 of them with Whip Claw. So that's really powerful, and it decays so slowly.
How slowly?
If you get like 35% on the first proc, right? For 10 seconds. It's like for every second you lose 2.5% over those 10 seconds.
Ah.
So it's actually really slow. It's a gradual decay. So after 10 seconds, it starts decaying at 2.5% a second. And the timer gets refreshed when you hit 3 enemies again.
Hmm.
So it's extremely slow. You should be at above like 300% most of the mission. And then like you hit a set of 3 enemies twice and you're back at 350%.
Yeah, it needs. Yeah, I feel like that's going to get its own video.
It's probably gonna get a nerf, but
Well, I mean,
it doesn't deserve the nerf. But I can
Let's
see how people
when was the
would
last
call
time?
for
When
nerf,
was the last time
considering
that they? Well, I mean, this is WarFrame. You don't really ever call for a nerf. I mean, like, what's there to nerf? This is so little PvP. It doesn't actually matter.
I mean you can't use augments in PvP anyway unless it's a PvP augment.
Exactly. Nobody cares. Like, it doesn't matter.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
But yeah, good augment for Octavia and what's it called? Octavia and Cora.
Octavia.
The worst of the abilities is Wukong's.
Yeah. But it's essentially Octavia's 3, but now on Wukong's 3. 3 or 2? I don't remember.
3.
3.
No, it isn't Octavia's because it works more like Horus and Shape. When they attack, they become visible again.
Oh, so it's
not that good. Of course, if they stop attacking for a bit, they'll recloak, but you know.
oh well, we can't have everything.
But they can cast abilities for free, kind of like with Horus and Shape.
Sorry?
They can cast abilities for free like Horus and Shape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't break the cloak if you're casting abilities.
This helmet that I'm wearing right now.
So everything
Pretty
except
dope.
Wukong's, the 4 augments, and 3 of them are good, but Wukong's is kind of just there. If it affected Wukong as well, like letting you remain invisible after you leave Cloudwalker, that'd be better. Because then he could have had like melee applications to it. And you senpai.
Sorry?
Makes sense? No, parents got them. Just saying.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. What the hell? I'm like, okay, so this helmet that I'm wearing right now. The way it works is this. If I get a void kill, my grenade and my melee energy recharge a lot faster. I'm using a void class, a void blaze class, and I'm using 2 void weapons.
I don't know what that means.
Different elements. So every time I get this particular elements, every time I kill with this particular element, my grenade, my abilities all recharge a lot faster. Because, you know, like, unlike WarFrame, like, abilities have cooldowns in this game. So, yeah, things recharge a lot faster, and because the class of abilities that I'm using is void, the element of abilities that I'm using is all void, and because the 2 weapons that I'm using are also void, it's basically like how, it's like, if Ember had a helmet, or if Ember had an arcane helmet that made it so that every time she kills someone with fire damage, in any way, shape, or form, heat damage, sorry, in any way, shape, or form, she gets, let's say, energy back. So you're basically in this like infinite loop of just doing stuff on a nearly constant basis, and that's really, really cool.
Alright. I might just buy Conductor because I'm not in Cephalon Suitor and Euloka at the moment, and I want to have it.
I'm not in that. I'm not in either of them either, bro. Oh, that's the Octavia. Wait, who else sells it?
Euloka.
Loka. Ah. Oh,
It's
Loka. I can get it for you then.
Alright, can you get it for me?
Yeah, I'll get it at some point.
What do you want for it?
The Graham Ribbon. Ha ha ha. Nah. I don't know. That's never. That's never.
Cleanse yourself.
That's never a question I can answer, mate. I don't know. I'll figure out what I want later. In the meantime, I'll just continue doing this. Just put it down as an IOU, as a UOB.
Currently running quick thinking and pain threshold on Octavia.
Wait, pain threshold? Quick thinking on Octavia?
Yeah. It's mostly for AoEs, just in case.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Like versus Corpus.
Because I'm just thinking Octavia, like she literally doesn't. You can basically do everything in zero form of build because she's super duper awesome. Mega chocolatey fudge coated mega bloody like super awesome.
Yeah, Partition Mallet and Conductor seem really powerful.
Not even Partition, you don't even need any Orquist, that's how good she is. The Orquist just only make her better, naturally.
Yeah.
But like she's already like hilariously strong.
I can't wait for her metronome buff, her metronome augment. I hope it's one that lets you run multiple tracks.
That will be confusing, but okay, yeah, sure.
Well, imagine a buff for, having multiple tracks.
Don't kill him! Dude, what are you doing? Heroic, dude! Do you even? Oh, well, that actually healed me. Ha! Okay, now I'm killing him. What am I doing? Buddy. What the? Ah! There we go. Ah. Well, that's just fantastic. Fire! Ah.
Well, hey, I could put Umbral Intensify on Octavia.
Can you fit them all in? No, you can't fit them all in. They're not useful for her.
No, just the Intensify. But it comes with, but it's basically extra power strength, no drawback.
I suppose. How much extra can you get on just one again? Is it just 44? I think it's just 40. It's just 44.
Yeah, but mine isn't max because when I run 2 Umbral mods, I get exactly 45%.
Oh, you just want the easy math.
Yeah, I just want the easy math.
Fair enough.
It's also more, what's it called? Because 44% is like kind of not a good place to be. You want 45%.
It just doesn't. It just don't feel right, man.
Well, there's a lot of abilities that have like augments that give you like something special at 145%. So I just run Umbral Vitality with Umbral Intensify to get that 45% with no drawback.
Fair enough.
It saves a mod slot.
Meanwhile, I'm just still continuing to enjoy my mag build that's 155% power strength, but that just happens to be just enough. Pretty much just enough for Fracturing Crush. So like it's a build that Fracturing Crush can actually utilize to pretty much full effect without having to like sacrifice other stuff.
We're on the trail of the Baron called the Mind Bender.
Ah, the Mind Bender.
I traced the original signal to a nearby cave. Let's check it out.
Oh, hold on a sec. Ooh.
Oh, I should probably get a full set of Arcane Consequence. I don't have that yet.
Okay, here we go. We're back. What were we talking about? Oh, sorry. Hold on. What were we talking about?
Huh?
What we were talking about something I can't remember. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Great variety of things is happening, including the complete loss of audio. Hold on, let's have a look at what's happening here. Let's see, PS4.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Destin, let's see. Okay, I can hear you now. Now the game itself... actually, no, my PS4 is doing something weird. What in the hell? Okay, the audio is showing up now.
It's a shame that Octavia's deluxe skins doesn't look so good compared to her 10
There we
Gen
go.
1.
I can hear it again. Alright, so... Yep, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, wow. Okay, my computer just decided to lose all audio. Sorry, what were we talking about?
Umbral mods and Octavia.
Right. Ah, bloody hell, I forgot about this thing. Yeah, so Umbral mods. Yeah, you could. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You can probably get by with like 145. Hang on. I don't even have any power strength on my one. I've kept my power strength at 100%.
On Octavia?
I think so. Oh wait, no, I haven't. I only increased it for the speed. You don't actually. I don't feel like you need power strength because the only thing that really matters in the long run is well, that's actually nothing really. Cause let's see, cause not metronome. What's her one called again?
Mallet.
Mallet. Yeah. Wait, why are my earphones doing something weird? There we go. Just say something, man.
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, her mallet, right? Because the damage of mallet is a function of enemy damage, you don't necessarily need 100... I don't feel like you really need more than 100% power strength. Because it kind of...
I mean, I also use it for the speed buff.
Yeah, the speed buff is really the only thing that actually requires the power strength. So, like, it really depends on who you are, I guess.
So after Chroma, who do you think is the next prime?
Let's see. Neja.
Well, it's female next. Ah, you're right.
I don't know. After Chroma.
It's gonna be a female. It's either gonna be Mesa, Equinox, or
probably-
Vara.
Well, I mean, seeing that Chroma Prime is coming out now, the next one would be the Christmas one, and the Christmas one is usually a female that's extremely popular. So by that logic, it would have to be Titania.
Mesa. Titania Prime.
Yeah, that's obviously a... Oh, crap! That's how that thing works? Okay. That's obviously a quick play meme for those who might get triggered watching this. But I think it would probably... Yeah, it probably would be Mesa then. Because that's how that logic usually works.
Mesa already has all four of her augments.
Yep. And one of them is useless. Right?
Ballistic Bullseye isn't that bad.
Yeah, but I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot stick.
I mean, it lets you not be a Peacemaker Mesa.
Well, suppose that's always good.
There's also negative duration Squad Mesa with the flashbang.
Flashbang? Oh!
Yeah, because it switches teammates based on duration intervals.
Oh yeah, you're talking
If you
about
run
muzzle...
negative duration.
Muzzle thingo.
Yeah, muzzle flash. It'll just switch rapidly between all your teammates and blind enemies around them.
Oh yeah?
So range negative duration.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
Let's see.
You can potentially blind a whole room with that.
Oh yeah,
But you have to have teammates because the augment doesn't work without teammates.
You have to have teammates. So for a great majority of us, it's not going to work at all because we don't have any friends.
The signal we're tracking now is from the source, the mind renders. This guy's file says he's obsessed with creating his own throne world, like Crota and Oryx had. The mind render thinks he can create it by killing powerful beings. But that should only work for the Hive.
They need to rework Wukong.
Yeah, one day. They need to rework Wukong to a point where I actually care about him. Wow. Until I actually care about him,
wonder if Wukong can have a natural talent build for Cloudwalker.
Is it mostly about his stick and like that's it? If you want to use natural talent, like what else is there?
Well, I suppose it does improve the duration. I mean, it decreases the windows of vulnerability when recasting the fight.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hiya! Hiya! Okay, here's a great big thing that I have a problem with in Destiny 2 Forsaken. I'm standing here, like, in front of this thing that clearly has gaps that should be shot, that you should be able to shoot through, and you can't because they put glass in front of it. Why? Why you do this, Bungie? Why?
Hmm. I'm so tired.
Hey, go sleep, bro.
Not yet.
Has he come and grabbed his thing yet?
No. He might have to do it tomorrow, but that's not why I'm still up. By the way, I have preemptively remapped my keyboard buttons in preparation of Melee 3.0.
Damage 2.0. Don't get ahead of yourself, bro. Wait, hold on. This looks like Mirage Prime.
Hmm?
So one of the enemy sub bosses in the campaign is called the Mindbender. I know, great name. I know, but he has a head that looks pretty much like Mirage Prime.
So, oh yeah. Wonder who'd win in a fight.
You put my Mirage with a lens, I'll win the bloody fight. Oh, prick. This takes shield noobing to a whole new level. Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Oh, Iron Jab is basically Whip Claw. You should just get Whip Claws, you know,
Augment?
scaling and range stuff. It needs synergy. It should be like... Wukong should be like some sort of middle ground between Excalibur and Korra.
If you want a middle ground between Excalibur and Korra, I don't know. I was gonna say you get Titania, but that wouldn't be true.
Titania's attack speed buff, well, Razor Ring applies to her melee. Did you know that?
Yeah, of course.
So healing
Yes.
return.
Oh yeah, naturally. Oh my god, I blew myself up. Seriously?
Primal Fury can trigger Warframe and Exodia Arcanes.
Warframe ones too?
Yep, and Exodia's as well.
Hmm.
How did the Mindbender get a foothold this big?
I suppose because it is a damage.
Cade.
Exodia hunt Wukong. Just pull enemies in the entire room towards you.
Okay, Bungie. We need to talk. This is not particularly good enemy design to have someone who has so many ways of going invulnerable. Like, that's a little bit stupid. To basically be able to shield through himself so hard. Like, that's kind of bad. Ah! Shield noobing again!
Oh, it affects your Sentinel.
What?
Wukong's stealth ability. Stealth augment.
Wait, what?
It affects your Sentinel. You can make your Sentinel invisible.
LOL, reverse shade.
Yeah, but no, here's the thing. If your Sentinel doesn't attack, it can use its precepts freely, so invisible Jin.
Oh, lol.
And then it just revives Wukong for free. That'd be funny.
That sounds fun. This bow that I'm using right now.
Oh, and it should affect your cat and dog as well.
Oh yeah, naturally, if it affects your sentinel.
Mhm.
This bow that I'm using right now, one of its perks, so like one of its bonuses is like, oh yeah, this thing is like more easy to use when you hip fire. And I'm like, it's a bow! Who hip fires a bow? Who does that?
I'm trying to be like Warframe, where you can hit fire things.
I don't even hip fire a bow in Warframe though.
I want to think Cade can rest
Like, it just doesn't happen.
throne built on his death has been destroyed.
Why did I just get 2 pieces of leg armor? How is that at all useful? Of course I'm going to take the other one. What the hell? What the hell was that? Anyway, moving on.
So this has a pretty niche use for making only your Sentinel invisible.
Only your sentinel invisible.
Only your Sentinel invisible.
Oh
It
yeah.
doesn't help you in any way. It only affects your allies and your Sentinel. And your cat.
That's pretty silly.
They need to stop making augments like this. Because it's like the least interesting thing. It gets me the least excited because I mostly play solo. Why don't we make the smite infusions and elemental infusion mods, if you hold the ability, let you cast it on your own currently equipped weapon? That'd be cool. In addition to letting you cast it on allies.
Alright. Time to get rid of Hive of Another World. Grand total of 4. void kills increase ability regen. Energy weapon kills recharge grenades faster. I think I'll stick to the one I'm wearing right now. And this not. I'm like doing such a roundabout way of, such an absurdist roundabout way of getting legendary shards. Oh god. Anyone who actually watches this who plays Destiny a lot more than I do, they're gonna be screaming. They'll be like, dude, what are you doing? No! Don't do
So
that!
Neza has a...
Oh,
Did I tell you about the pyroclastic flow technique?
Pyroclastic flow technique?
For Neza.
Mesa? I'm not
Neza. Neza.
Oh, Neja.
Neza.
I don't quite remember that one.
So,
Pyroclastic flow. I don't recognize that.
it's an augment for Firewalker. Any damage that Firewalker deals when you deactivate it gets burst out all at once. In addition to causing a fire tick that has the base damage of what you burst out. But there is a way to make this function a lot better. And it is either with Exodia Hunt or Telos Voltes. Because if you vacuum enemies towards you, they'll just get vacuumed into the Firewalk. You can use the Ferox as well.
Oh boy, I need some stuff and I don't know what I'm going to get. Screw it, I'll just keep going.
What I would use is the Ferox and melee slams to pull enemies into the Ferox field, which is now full of
Ferox.
Firewalker.
Oh yeah. Good old-fashioned Ferox. I actually just prefer to use Ferox as a gun. That's it. Like it's so strong.
Well,
anyway.
it is a really good gun, but you shouldn't forget that it has a secondary fire.
Yeah, but it's not like say Scourge's secondary fire where like there is potentially a reason to use it as well. Whereas with Ferox, I don't know. I just feel like you're gonna get you're gonna get more out of just a firing as per usual, as opposed to throwing the spear and hoping it grabs a bunch of people.
The Ferox has a reload time of how long?
I think it's about a second or two, roughly.
2 seconds.
Yeah, there we go.
How many shots in the magazine?
10, I think.
Okay. You can use a reloading magazine, the self-reloading magazine when holstered, because it counts as holstered.
Okay, I'm glad I just stopped. I stopped short of doing that thing that I was about to do. Okay, moving on. Sorry, you were saying?
You know there's a mod that reloads your weapon when it's holstered? The spear guns count as holstered when you throw them out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, thingo. 13, cost 13 has a dash polarity. What's it called?
Forget.
The pistol one has a picture of Saren.
One moment, I'm looking at it. I have one for the pistol, but not the, it's called Eject Magazine for the pistol.
That's right.
%, clip reloaded per second, so in 10 seconds it's fully reloaded. But what this does let you do is it lets you keep up DPS instead of having to reload. And you can just throw the spear gun without having to switch to another weapon.
Ah.
Sounds very useful.
Hmm.
So, if you work in firing and shooting the Ferox and then throwing it and you run out of ammo to let it reload, and then working that magnet into your secondary weapon or melee weapon, then you'll have a good time. Seems like a pretty fun playstyle. I might try that out.
Yeah. I don't know, like yeah, maybe with that kind of mentality, yeah, sure, but I've not been able to use it properly to an extent where I actually feel like it's really, really good. I don't know, it's just me.
If you pull enemies into Ninja's Firewalker, it'll work for the augment.
I see.
So in addition to shooting things with the Ferox when you run out of ammo, you can just plant that on your Firewalker trail. And then just pull enemies into it using an Exodia hunt or Telos Boltes. Telos Boltes vacuum. It'll pull enemies into the Firewalker and Ferox.
Right. That will definitely be useful.
And then that goes towards your burst damage on Firewalker's deactivation.
I've never seen anything like it. If we find more, let's grab it.
If only you could
These
put
arrows
deluxe
curve.
skins. If only you could put deluxe skins on Zaws, and Zaws had dual blades. Because Neza Deluxe is coming with a dual blade skin.
Oh yeah, that's right. Another dual blade skin.
Well, the other ones don't really interest me.
Fair enough. It says hunt. Ha. I'm very confused.
Look at how these look. Like, I'll send you the dual blade skin. Look how these look.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
Would you
right
use
now.
that skin?
Hold on, let me have a look.
That's like some Monster Hunter stuff right there.
Hold on a sec.
I do want the Nyx Deluxe skin too.
Is that one? There's another one. Okay, there we go.
This might be one of the best looking skins I've seen. The Nyx Deluxe they're working on.
Oh yeah, I like the dragon theme a lot. So like the next one, the chroma one, they're both really, really good. Where the hell is he? Wow, it's almost as if this bow doesn't actually. It's almost as if none of these weapons actually have punch through. You'd think for a bow you'd actually have punch through, since you know it's a bow.
We're getting dual economies, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they said we were getting it. How is that gonna work?
Think Nakanas, but in dual form.
What kind of stance with that? Is it gonna be one piece for Orono Zoro?
No, you need triple Nakanas for that, buddy.
He still does dual wielding, but can we get triple wielding? That'd be great.
Triple wielding Nakanas. Oh boy. Well, I wouldn't really fault them for being that crazy. I mean, they probably would at some point. When the game gets so big, we're like, okay, the game will get so big that Steve's like, okay, we have space battles. We have three open worlds. I think it's time.
Triple wielding Nakanas.
Triple Nakana, let's go, boys and girls, let's do this. But Steve, our warframes don't even have mouths. So, it'll be like General Grievous in the Clone Wars, specifically the actual cartoon one, not the 3D one. Because General Grievous
Here's
is
a question.
Yeah.
When Piranha Prime activates Akimbo form, can you still dual wield a melee weapon with it, since it counts as a one-handed at the start?
That is a question that I have actually never seen anyone answer. I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up on page.
Don't you have one?
I don't have a Piranha Prime.
Oh. I do.
Can you check it out? Go get a glaive and Piranha Prime.
Yeah, hold on a
Test it
sec.
out.
Let me finish this thing first. Hooyah! Hooyah!
It's a gun version, right?
Sorry?
It's a gun, right?
The
Ghost gun.
The ghost gun? Yeah, it's a ghost. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
gun. Because if it's a gun, then by definition it is. If it's a ghost gun, then of course by definition it is a gun.
Okay, it still applies. Its passive still applies while carrying an object, such as mobile defense data mass.
Oh yeah, that's right. But so I take it then that means a glaive follows the same properties of a mobile defense thing, for example, in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there a shrieker here? Didn't realize I was fighting Hive. What the hell is this? That's a decoy.
Looking it up. Yeah, it still works.
Cool.
It just doesn't display visually the gun. You just get the increased clip size and fire rate.
Ah, so you get everything of the gun without an actual extra gun.
Yes.
Cool. Good to know.
So you just don't use it as an akimbo when you're dual wielding.
Fair enough. Wait, what? Okay, so this guy who I'm fighting right now called the Rifleman, he actually just said, "I see you." Very much how Vor says it. So we're fighting. So okay, so the title of this video is we're fighting Captain Vor.
Hmm.
Where is he?
Might go to bed in a short bit.
No worries, man.
What are you talking about again?
Destiny 2.
Hmm.
Wow, did he?
What if there's an arcane for the kit guns that lets you dual wield the kit gun?
Like the, what you mean? Like the let's call it for the sake of it. Let's just call it the Riovo Acmus or something like that. I don't know. Something Ac. Wow, what a little bitch! He just disappeared.
Exodia Acnus. Exodia Acmore.
Zodia Twin Grakata, more like. One arrow to the head and he pisses off. Wow, this guy's not a boss. He's a little bitch. Where is he? Bloody hell, where is he? Ah, there he is.
do you think of the Phantasma shotgun?
I love it. It's really, really good.
I also love it.
Like, I don't care at all about its primary fire. It's all about that secondary fire.
Put it on Mirage.
Put it on... Well, actually, strangely enough, put it on Mag.
Oh, right, because homing.
Well, not just homing. The fact that there actually are missiles, it means that, like, when you lob the thing in there, you get so many projectiles just swirling around in the mag bubble that it actually, like, becomes a lot... It actually, like, does a lot of damage over time. Essentially, I get the same value as, like, throwing 15... yeah, it's like, basically, in terms of, like, damage over time, I kind of end up with the value of 10 or so thingos, 10 or so arrows in there.
Works really good on Zephyr and Hydroid because homing on enemies that are in the tentacles of tornadoes is really well. Zephyr gets honorable mention for the jet stream augment as well.
Oh yeah?
Because it increases the projectile speed.
You know, there's a reason I keep a low profile when you fight. It's just smart.
So you get more accurate bombs, and you can use them in the planes with high enough projectile speed.
Didn't deserve to go down like that.
A power weapon. Oh my god, so many power weapons. So many power weapons, so little time. 410.
The next Plague Star event, I need to get 57 Heartland, and the rest has to be Forma. I need to have a fat stack of Forma.
I'm gonna get rid of Sweet Business, I never use this thing. Ah, yeah. I'm gonna keep all of
I
them.
feel like WarFrame is burning me out.
Well, if you play it a lot every day, then I wouldn't
No,
I wouldn't
like it's.
expect
I only
anything
play
else.
like every once in a while, but I get sick of it after a bit.
Fair enough.
I guess because with only grind to do, it's not fun.
As of right now, yeah.
They need to give me a fun end game.
Fashion fight, bro.
And maybe Railjack will be that.
Hopefully. Yeah, I'm really hoping Railjack is the like ultra end game.
Yeah, like fighting sentience with the Railjack. Can you imagine that? Because that's the idea. Like the mother sentients are basically entire tile sets. And the missions you carry out on the tile set is... Huh?
I do like that idea.
Like, okay, so imagine the tile system, right? You pick a node, but that node isn't really a location on the planet, it's just a mother sentient. It's a mother sentient. You just fly to it, and you do a different mission on top of the sentient, because the sentient is the tile set, and you're trying to kill it. So mobile defense is like injecting viruses into like a console for the sentient. Rescue is rescuing someone that got taken in by the sentient for reasons. And then extermination should be obvious.
If sentients become this race that have like morally dubious dudes, like people who are like allies and people who are enemies, that would totally be a bizarre scenario to find ourselves in.
Well, the sentients want to kill everything. So I don't think most of them will be good. I think Lotus is just
Not
evil.
all of them.
No, Lotus is just evil.
Lotus is not evil, she's just a traitor!
She was never really on our side.
Agreed. My god, the Lotus memes.
I think we're gonna have to kill the Lotus in the new war. We're not getting her back.
Now I get Masterwork cores. Oh my god.
What?
This thing called there's this thing called masterwork cores, and like for some reason they now you need these things in order to upgrade your gear. Only now do I finally get some masterwork cores, and I'm looking at them being like, they need to make it easier to get masterwork cores if we're gonna be using them as part of the infusion process. Like, this is just stupid. Anyway, so yeah, you were saying about Lotus being a traitor?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to kill her. Release voice packs to narrate our missions. Like, can I have Kanzu narrate my Grenier spy mission?
Oh hell yeah! The Grenier have hidden away some secrets from the people. We need to go in there and we need to go in there and hack their systems and take their secrets away from them for the children.
Actually, can I just have my syndicates narrate my missions too? Like, can I buy that from my syndicates?
Like 125,000 standing for absolute 100% loyalty voice packs. And then so they're like, I'm running around with the Parasecrets being like, yes, this is gonna be good for business. Let's blow up their base, because that'll be definitely good for business. Let the profits flow. And I'll be like, yeah, buddy, let's go.
I want to hear what New Loka has to say about all of the mission types.
Well, I mean, I feel like anything to do with the Grenier, they'll basically be like, this is for their poisoning of the earth. So it's like we have tasked you with an extermination mission because they nearly exterminated Earth. This is for that, and then you go and kill everyone. And it's like, and then you get to that point where they're like, all right, everyone's dead. So New Look is like, the entire ship has been purged of the Grenier. Great job.
The ship has been purified.
Oh, the ship has been purified. Oh, no, you'd have New Loka be saying like, this is an extermination mission, because anyone knows when it comes to the Grenier, the only way to solve anything is purification by fire.
I want to hear what they have to say for the boss fights, like all the syndicates.
I want to hear what they have to say about the Corpus, because they don't actually care about the Corpus. The Corpus don't do anything to Earth. It's always the Grenier, and on rare occasion the Infested.
Both of which they hate.
Yeah.
Unless they're sending an infested death squad after you.
Yo, dog, I heard you didn't like anything. I heard you didn't like the Infested, so, you know.
Looks like a ritual.
Can we have tile sets where we get to, fight the syndicates? If we're not on good terms with them? Kind of like the Chains of Harrow mission where you fought the Red Veil.
That could be
That'd
interesting.
be cool. That'd be cool.
That could be very interesting.
We need Syndicates 3.0. And it's not really a whole.
I think that's going to. I feel like that's just going to show up with, Kingpin.
I hope so.
Well, it should, because if it's a giant Syndicate thing, you kind of want to have Syndicate 3.0.
Can't wait.
But like, I don't necessarily have a problem with Syndicates 3.0 with Syndicates at the moment. I feel like they just need more. They just need to give more stuff.
I don't know. It can't be something that, that can't be traded.
Ah! Hiya! Hiya!
I think Ibarra Prime will come with Daikyu Prime. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I'd have to, because that's the only
bow left.
That's the only bow left that can actually be primed. Then, unless she actually shows up with Dread Prime.
Nah, they couldn't do that. Give us a Daikyu Prime. The Daikyu is a cult classic.
Daikyu actually got buffed and is I can see a use for it. I just can't see the use for it. You know, if you know what I mean. Like, I know what
Yeah.
it's good for. I just don't see what the thing that it's good for is like any good for.
Can we get a Daikyu Prime that when you hit the enemy in the head, it just kills the entire map?
I just want
So
to. I
it's
just want
like
to Daikyu.
it's like concentrated arrow without the Artemis bow.
I just want to have a Daikyu Prime where like, if when you shoot the bow, because the bow is actually a big ass like one of those kind of bows. I just want a Daikyu Prime where like when you shoot the bow, you get an arrow the size of like Texas.
No, what if Daikyu Prime is the only hit scan bow? Because it is the fastest traveling bow at the moment. It's faster than all the other bows, like the actual arrow speed. Tied with Raktacernos.
That's
So imagine if it
interesting.
just becomes hit scan. A laser bow. A laser heavy bow.
Well, I mean, we already have a bow that like shoots a nuke. We might as well have a laser bow.
Yeah. Has like the same amount of punch through as the Daikyu, which is like a ton. Like 3 meters of punch through. So it's basically an opticore that you can hold your fire with because the opticore will auto fire when you reach full charge. But it's silent.
Sounds dope.
And primarily slash damage, slash puncture. Puncture slash. Does more puncture than slash. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
When are we getting Bozos?
I think when we get other gun Zors. Assuming we're not getting... Assuming our Zors can't turn into bows yet.
Can't. No kit gun bows. No kit bows.
No, because they're secondaries, right? Yeah, that's the premise, right? It's just secondaries,
No,
yeah?
it's both.
Huh?
You can have primaries and secondary kit guns. They've confirmed it already.
Somehow
They
I
even
know...
showed it. They even
Somehow-
showed it in TennoCon.
Wait, in TennoCon? No, they only show... Yeah.
No, they showed the parts and they explained that there's some handles that let you get primary versions of the kit guns.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay. I clearly missed that bit. But I don't think I saw anything that would suggest bows. So... I don't know, I would have thought that...
Not
I would have
all
thought it
the
would
melee
be...
Classes. Not all
Yeah,
the melee
that's
classes
true.
are available for Zaws. We
I
don't
would
have dual
assume-
blades or dual daggers.
Oops. I would assume that I would have thought that the way it was going to work is like they do melee secondaries and then primary. So like the third, whatever our third thingo is going to be,
No,
which I'm
you know
kind
what
of
I think they're gonna do for the next open world?
Eris.
Huh?
I'm thinking the next open world would have to be an infested type open world, and it'll have to be Eris. Lore-wise, is the only one that makes sense now. It used like
No, we're
remember
getting
when...
another Earth open world. It's confirmed.
Wait, what?
We're getting a second Earth open world.
I do not actually agree with this idea. When was this confirmed?
Well, Steve said that he wanted to add a second Earth open world because he wasn't entirely satisfied with the plains, and that this one would be more forested, have some verticality to it.
I feel like if he wants to make an Earth open world, he should make a city type one.
Be more akin to the Earth 2.0 tile set.
Fair enough.
Just a jungle.
Is a jungle out there?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
But then the fourth open world will probably be, you know, Eris.
it should be. I feel like they should at least, like, it's simple content strategy. Make one for like all the classes, all the enemy types first. So make a Grineer one, then a Corpus one, then an infested one, and then you can go for
infested forest.
Yeah, but lore-wise, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Because the Grineer would be trying to purge it then. I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, they haven't succeeded anyway. What if
True,
it's a
true,
steel
true.
meridian that is having you work on that open world?
Interesting.
I think all the syndicates should have an open world they manage.
I don't.
Eris could have the Myconians supported by parent sequence.
I get what you're coming. I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, the people should be able to manage their own things. I don't know. Oh, what the? Oh, that's happening.
What about a Pluto open world? Actually, no, Pluto's tiny.
Pluto is just an ice planet. It's essentially it's essentially what Mercury will be.
Mercury is going to be an ice planet?
Sorry, not Mercury. Venus. Yeah. And at that point, then we're talking about redundancies again. And I would, if that's the case, I would actually err on the side of let's just have a few. Let's just have a few. We don't necessarily have to have every single one of them.
Oh, hey, if we have an Eris open world managed by the Myconians, wouldn't that mean that their way of life would be changed based on what we chose for the Glass Gambit?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
We still haven't really made use of that particular system yet. They're definitely building it up for something. They must have something in the works, but so far we haven't been able to use it at all.
I think they're going to really use it for the Umbras after the New War.
I don't follow.
Oh no, actually, I think I know what they're going to use it for. Helminth.
Ah! Yeah, we do need to know what Helminth is. We do need to, like, continue with that particular storyline, because Helminth just suddenly became more and more important.
Yeah, can create warframes. Will we be able to, like, build a Zaw warframe with Helminth?
I don't even know.
Custom warframe.
I don't even know how that particular system would work.
Modular abilities, modular appearance. Well, what if you could mix and match from the current warframes that exist? Because
Wow,
Stalker has Nyx. Stalker has
Wow,
Nyx's
that was
assimilate.
fast. That was mighty fast. Sorry, you were saying?
Because Stalker has Nyx's assimilate, and all the acolytes have like hybrid abilities from different warframes.
Yeah, one of them has magnetize.
Yeah.
And when
so
I fight them, I die immediately without hesitation, and that pisses me
So what if
off.
you could build your own warframe by picking and choosing your abilities, and its appearance will depend on whose abilities you picked.
Yeah, at that point we would have gone into full Build-A-Bear workshop mode. And at that point it wouldn't be called WarFrame. At that point, like, it wouldn't be called WarFrame anymore. People would be like, so what's WarFrame? You know the Meccano sets? It's just that.
I think I know what's gonna happen. I think I know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah?
What if
Yeah?
we turn the operator into a warframe? just put the space child into the Helminth chair, and we get a new warframe.
And, yeah, operator warframe.
Yeah, operator frame.
That would be messed up, man. I feel like... Because let's think about it. Let's think about it this way, right? So, if we're going to do a quest that involves that kind of shenanigan, the quest will have to actually show the operator turning into a warframe. That involves the operator getting injected. That involves the operator, like, being in, like, that sort of bed thing that What's-His-Face was sitting in. Yeah, the dad. The dad was sitting in. That involves all of that stuff. And then we have to actually see the operator actually turn into a warframe. The skin mutating into this sort of oh, what it's like a
Sword
bit of
steel.
a sworded steel. The hands turning into like actual blades.
Yeah, but look, the operators are small, so it'd be a tiny Warframe. Like smaller than Nova. But you would have
They're
access to
kind
your
of just like they're kind of 2/3 the size.
you would have access to your void abilities, the ones the operators have, and then some. You'd have like 1 through 4 abilities based on your alignment for War Within.
So
Or
you
maybe
mean
it's
this would so
modular.
you mean this would be a Warframe where if you want to like actively change her abilities or his abilities depending on what you've made your operator to be, if you want to change their abilities, you basically have to redo that entire thing. I don't know. That seems like a lot of work, especially since this game is
Yeah,
a game where you kind of want to be able to. Sorry.
you basically turn into a stalker acolyte. So your your amp becomes part of your operator frame, and you get an operator melee. You're dual wielding both of them. You get your void powers, and your frame is an umbra that just follows you around and helps you. The pinnacle.
I feel like this sounds like something that can only happen when Warframe exists for over 10 years. Like this is just like the idea. This is like the kind of idea that can only happen when the development team is capable of being so high at the same time that it's actually feasible.
JonTron video. What the fuck is a Sonic?
Yeah, what is this?
What the fuck is Warframe? Welcome to DE. We make games, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Do you remember that video?
Sorry.
Did you see that clip?
Which one?
The JonTron clip.
I don't watch any of JonTron's clips.
I'll show you.
Oh,
imagine
cutscene.
this, but going
Hold
on
cutscene.
going on at the. Okay.
Lol, what's he doing hanging around the shard of the Traveler? Is he trying to get himself some light powers? Is the Traveler actually about to betray us? Is that what's happening?
Be brave.
He's breaking it?
Now take it.
You mean to tell me there's actual life crystals in there? What the? What? No, not Petra. Okay, moving on. Oh my god, it's actually 4 o'clock. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah. Oh, hold on, I think I actually just started. Oh, never mind, I started the mission. That's... What, finish this?
Here's the video that I was talking about. Just picture that for D.
Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna call it the end of the stream. Alright, just give me a sec, man. I'll have a look at the video afterwards.
Alright.
Alright, guys, let's call it for... Wow, that was very loud. Alright, guys, let's just call it for the day. Big stream. 2 hours. I think half an hour of it was Warframe, and the rest of it was, Destiny. So, yeah, expect me to maybe continue the campaign in video form as opposed to stream form. So, until then, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button on YouTube, or subscribe if you're watching this on Twitch. Sorry, not subscribe, follow me on Twitch. twitchtv.com/Katagari for those who aren't on Twitch. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.